Hello, boys and girls. Okay, so today art is going to be for an art that is coming up on Sabbath. So I'm making 6 circles that you see I'm cutting out now. And here's one. In the beginning, God created, and when He created, there was nothing. So the earth was black. It was without form or without void. Nothing, no water, no earth was here, no light. On the second day, God created light. So here I am constructing a light bulb. And as you can see, my little baby's hand, she's helping me here to color it in. Then God made water. So as you see, I put the blue, different grays all over the paper, and then you just shade it in. Excellent. Don't go too fast because then you'll make a mess, right? Here I am creating the fish. You have to fold it. If you just want to use one paper, you fold it many times and then you use the scissors and you cut them out. And that will give you many fish. There you go. So now I have my little helpers that are going to help me color all the fishes so that we can add them. And the fish that you're going to color can be any color you want. They don't have to follow any rules. They can have squares and triangles and rectangles, any shapes you want. It's all your own. See, I have scales on mine with a pattern. Some just have straight lines. In the end, it's your photo, so you're the one that's going to do the art the way how you like it. Well, the amount of fish that you're going to add and other things in the ocean depends on the size of the board you're going to be using. If you're going to use a regular paper, then you may want to use something small or make few. If you're using a Bristol board now, you can make many. So here are all of our fishes. And oh, Leah made some dolphins as well. So here I'm going to be making a sea turtle. So you just do the outline of the body and the little legs. And then the little feet. And then you're gonna do a head. And now I'm working on the shell. So the lines that you're going to be adding in the shell, they don't have to be perfect, because just like our fingerprints and our bodies, we're not all perfect, right? So you just make different shapes on the inside, whatever makes you happy. And then I'm using a dark brown, a light brown, and one with a hint of yellow on there, and I'm going to shade it in. And when I do it, you're going to see the design it makes. And I'm going to be using green for I'm outlining them right now, so that's why you can see it a little bit better. Here's the light brown. It's okay. And now I'm highlighting it, making it deeper with a darker brown. And you just shade in some of the little inside parts, so it gives it a little bit of definition. And the body has some of the brown spots on it as well. Again, the turtle is how you want the turtle to look, because this is your creation. Just adding some spots to the shell. And here I am just coloring it now to give it that nice green color that they have. And I'm going to cut it out. Initially I cut out 2, but I may not end up using the 2 turtles. There it is. And now I'm making squid. Wow, look at that. All the little squirmy stuff at the bottom of the ocean. Yes, God made those as well. So I'm just drawing the legs, the tentacles. You can do them any way you want to, any design you want to. And then the head. I was so confused, I couldn't remember how to do it. So you're gonna see that I erase the head a few times and make it just a little circle, because that's what an octopus looks like, and octopus and squid, you know. So I ended up going with the squid. And then you draw the tentacles on it, the little suction cups that they have as well. Their grip is super strong. So if you went to the bottom of the ocean in a submarine and they hooked onto your ship on the glass, their strength could possibly crack the glass. Their muscles are very strong. Hopefully you're doing some exercising and keeping your muscles well. I know we're forced to stay inside where I am, but we try to get out. And we turn on some exercise on the TV, and we do it because sitting down is unhealthy. We were designed to move around, to exercise. So I'm using 2 different colors here, a red and a pink. It gives it a nice effect. And I like to go around, outline things, because it just makes it prettier. just make sure to have 8 legs. So when you're coloring it, make sure to go in and add the necessary colors to the body. So the suction cups you can leave white, or yeah, or maybe a gray. And there it is, almost finished. That was a turtle that my daughter was gonna draw for me. She was drawing it and then she was gonna cut it. So I'm going to be making the land animals now. This here is a dove. So if you draw like, I'm not sure if you can see what I did here, but I drew like a fan for the arms, for the wings, and then for the tail I also did a fan, and then you just make lines. So it's much easier when you're done with the lines at the top where you put the fan, the straight line, you just make circles, like semicircles. It just makes it look more neater. Yeah, you just round off the edges, and then I'll be cutting it out. Instead of you drawing individual feathers. So now I'm cutting it out. It's so much more easier with the fan method. This is my first time drawing animals actually. And the bird, I find that it's easier to do it this way and cut. There they are, 2 of them. So now I'm just gonna go through and do the lines. Don't forget the beak and the eyes. There they are. So now I'm just gonna laminate them so that they can last a little bit longer. And I'm cutting them out. And here's the pile. Here's the last of the fish. All right. So now I'm making the earth and separating it from the water and making the part of the world that I live on, which is between Canada, the US, and Mexico, and some of the Caribbean countries. So here I am doing the outline with the green. I'm using a pastel. Thank the Lord for being able to speed this thing up, because I know you don't want to sit there and watch me color. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you can understand where it is just by looking at the map. So the rest of it we're going to color blue now. I know I'm not coloring all in the right direction. Please don't get upset with me because I know some of you guys might see that and freak out. My daughter's like, "Ma, you're not coloring properly." And so I'm drawing the vegetation that God created as well, which are the trees and the shrubs, the bushes. So I use pastel and now I'm just going through with some paint. The effect is beautiful when you don't just use one thing. I was gonna use markers, but some apple trees, I guess. An apple tree. Uh-huh. An apple tree. And I'm adding some sparkles. I love sparkles. Sparkly glue. And some beautiful flowers and grass. And some little bushes. And I'm gonna make another tree over here. Again, it's your picture. You make it all your own. So I'm just adding some purple. So some purple flowers. So here I'll be making day and night. So I found some sticky paper, glistening sticky paper, and I cut it and made the night. Here I am cutting up the moon and I put a sun. And now here I go with the multicolored water once again. So you're just gonna paint it, give it a good, beautiful effect. Could have left it the way how it was, but blended it in nicely. And again, some sparkles. And here's the sky during the day. And here's the sun. And both day and night have clouds. You got it. And so I'm adding the stars to the night sky. Have you been able to see the stars in the sky, or do you live in the city? I live in the city, so sometimes I take my children out into the woods and we look up and see the many twinkling stars. And there it is, day and night, created by God. All right, so here I am. I already started drawing a lion. Turned on the camera at the wrong time. So I've already did the mane and the face, and I did the back, so I'm just fixing up the body. Everything is done from memory, and sometimes you forget. Look at the legs. I'm gonna be doing that over many times. And this is a lion in motion. Jesus is referred to many times as the Lion of the tribe of Judah. That's what you do. You have to erase and make it over and erase and make it over until it's perfect for you. And here it is. My son came over and drew my attention to the behind that I have to fix it. And so I fixed it. And now I'm fixing the mane. And now I'm adding color. So I like around the face to be that light brownish color. And then around the outside of the mane now to be a darker color. So if you see lions, some of them, their hair is not combed nicely because of course they don't have a comb. Their hair is just bushy and all over the place, and that's just the way they like them. Don't forget to do the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. This one looks very angry. And the body, I'm going to be doing the same color as the light part of the mane. In the shadowy areas, you want to make it a little bit darker, like under the body, on the inside of that leg. This is what happens when the store is not open. You can't just go out and buy stickers, which would have been much more easier for me and what I was planning, but weren't able to buy stickers and paint and all those other essential stuff for people that like to do art, such as myself. So you have to resort to doing it the old-fashioned way. Say it with me. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Well, here's the zebra. I already drew it, so now I'm just filling it in with the lines to confirm that it's a zebra. So you can make your own lines, any design that you want. It doesn't have to be like mine. Remember, this is your creation, so you can make it all your own. And here I am. I've started shading in the black. So it will it's a really nice effect if you do the outline of the shape dark and then you shade it in light, or maintain the same color throughout the shape. It looks nice when it goes really fast. That way you don't have to sit there and wait looking for and trying to see what it will turn out to be, but it looks really nice so far. Here I'm using a black. And so Here I am. Now I'm doing the outline so you can see the beauty of the animal. Don't forget to add hair or a mane or whatever you want to call it. And the feet. And there it is. And now I'm going to cut it out and laminate it like I did the rest of the creatures. Only to keep it so that they don't get ruined and I'll be able to use them again for another program. Cutting out the lion and the zebra and adding them to the other group of animals that I already did. My daughter's assisting me here. I hope you enjoyed this art. Check back again. Hopefully we'll have something else. Enjoy!